My name is Paul Furs, and I'm the head of Test Methods Development at Titleist. Test Methods Development builds and maintains the test equipment that R&D uses to test our current products and all of our candidate products that are in development. Today we've got a high-speed camera and we're looking at driver impacts on a variety of balls and a variety of ball speeds. And we're doing that as a teaching point for videos to show people that even if you've got a lower driver speed, that you still compress the ball sufficiently. I gather there's talk out in the world that I don't swing hard enough to play the Pro V, or I don't swing hard enough to play the Pro V1X. Well, honestly, if you compare the 120 mile an hour driver speed to the 175 mile an hour driver speed, and you'll see that the compression on the ball is really quite similar. Today we're shooting 22,000 frames a second. That gives us about 10 or 12 individual frames of the ball on the club face. We've got an exposure time of 15 microseconds, which is a little bit long, but I wanted the images to be nice and bright. We can take measurements of the ball and we know precisely what the time is from one frame to another, so we look at it as a series of still pictures, and we can look at the mechanics of how the ball impacts the club and how that translates into spin and speed and launch angle. The first time we did this, there were a bunch of things that the ball does that I really didn't expect. We did expect that the compressions would be similar. That was part of the point of going through this exercise, so that wasn't a real surprise. But when the club comes into the ball, ball's round, as best that I can do round with my fingers, the club comes into it and this side of the ball goes flat. And there are 3 or 4 frames where the ball looks like a D, flat on this side and round here. And then right before it's done, the backside of the ball pulls in like that and then goes out. When it comes off the club face, the ball is actually longer. It's not round anymore. So it does spring right off the club face. And it's one thing knowing that happens. It's a whole nother thing seeing it. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. We have used this camera and this kind of setup to look at how the ball responds, contact time, how long the ball is on the club face. On a wedge, we look at the ball sliding up the wedge face and what the mechanics of that are. So there are other sciencey things that we do with the camera. This is the very early development of a golf ball. So we look at lots of different kinds of materials. We look at lots of different combinations, different paints, different dimple patterns. We weed through a lot of stuff at these early stages. A lot of it's pretty good, but we keep going until we can find something that's just the best. So I've been at Titleist for a long time, for 15, 16 years. I've been in automation all the time. So I like being able to tell a machine what to do. I'm a 2-year-old with a light switch, right? You've ever seen that? That's me. Hey, look what I can make this thing do. So that's what I like. Oh yeah, me and everybody I work with. We all take this very seriously. We all love what we do. I love it when the guy picks up the ball after that last putt and does, right that to the camera. It's a Titleist. That's, we make a great product. Everybody knows we make a great product. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It really is.